Hello everyone. Today in this video we're going to add the backend for our Blazor App Adventure website, application. So here we're going to create the API and we're going to add the controller here. Oh no, by the way, this is in .NET 5 and this is already created with Swagger built in. Oh no, default um, created with the default template, and it also has a Docker file already created. And we're now going to create a controller here. For example, we have employees controller, and we're going to add a API controller here. Alright, yep. And then we're gonna provide a route here. Our route is this one. We're going to use the controller, and then we're going to implement the controller base. And then we're gonna create a constructor for this. TOR create the constructor, and then we're going to add as sample get endpoint, so it's going to return an OK status, and we're going to put an HTTP attribute, HTTP get attribute, and then we're going to say OK success here, and we're going to remove all those nonsense not being used using statements, and we're going to now run this, and I believe it will launch. The default URL is Swagger, so once this launches it will display the Swagger page. Alright, so here we have Swagger. So this is our Blazor app API, and we have our Blazor app adventure here, our WebAssembly. So for us to talk to the backend, we'll create a folder here in the assembly. We'll create a folder called infrastructure. 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 Is it the correct spelling? Infrastructure, like that. And now we're going to add a client here. So we're going to select class library here, and we're going to name this Blazor app adventure employee no, API client, I think. API client. So we have our API client here, and in this demo or sample right now, we're just going to create an employee client here, like that. Employee client, or just simply API maybe API, and then rename this API, and we want to implement this we want to do this as an interface, so we're going to say here string or list of string, and then get implement this interface. And this is going to be async. We're going to add a constructor here, and we're going to do a using var http plus new http client, like that, and return. No, we don't have to return yet. Or just initialize, or just return null first, and then result here will be coming from await http get async, and then our API's URL, API, then employees, like that, and the content. This is the content. So we're gonna say if result dot status code is equals to status code, that's okay. Then return result dot content dot read this one, read string, thing like that. So it's going to return a list of string. This is returning a task. So I think we have to use JSON that deserialize. JSON deserialize. We want to get the Newton soft. This one. Say Newton soft. This one. I think there's a new way of doing this, but Newton soft. But yeah, I'm used to using the Newton soft, so there's like, I think, system that text, maybe text that JSON, I forget what it is, but yeah, there's a new implementation for that. So this is going to be JSON convert, I think. JSON convert. Yep, that deserialize. I'm into list of string. This thing here. Is it to string? This is going to be await. Yep, and this is the HTTP result, and then the HTTP result here, we're going to return it as the result, and return result here. Okay, that's it, and we're going to create a sample here. Employees. So instead of success, we're going to return a new list of string, and then we're going to have here Vlad, Mimi, and JBX. Okay, so run this thing again, and in here do that, and then we're going to register this. Do we have any startup here? How do we register this? Services that add scope, so we can maybe register this here. Builder that services that add transient, this one, and then this. then we're going to um, create a razor page here. We're going to create employees.razor. Okay, and then we're going to create a backend for code behind for that. Employees.razor.cs, and then remove this, and we're going to have this as a partial and override on initialized. We want to use the on initialize async, and then we're going to inject API here like that. And then the API here, we're going to put this on a list of string here, which is going to be protected. String employees, and then here this that employees is equals to await this dot API that get. What is this? Yep, so we need to async this one here, and in this one, and the API is here, we're going to say for each var employee and employees, and here we're going to add the print a string. Okay, and in the nav here we're going to add employees here, employees, so employees here. Okay, run this. Already in use. So because that is already in use, the launch setting here we will up to 3, and this is gonna be 2, and run again. So where's our API? API is running. Localhost 5001. Okay. Swagger. And before clicking this, our backend here, this backend doesn't have a course. Use course, so I think it will fail. Okay. So, oh yeah, we need to add a page here. Page is employees. Page, yep, employees. So, yep, try again. Okay, employees. So there's an error. Rendering, what's this? Can we breakpoint? Let's breakpoint here. Okay, let's refresh. Employees. Okay, unhandled exception rendering component object reference not set to instance of an object. What is it that you're talking about? Uh, API. So yeah, maybe it's how we're going to set up the dependency injection. And okay, so it's not working. So it's time for Google. Up, up. Is Blazor Web Assembly HTTP client. Call a web API. Yep, this one. Okay, so we can actually just call directly. Why do we have to do we don't have to do all of this shit here? Okay, so that will make life easier. So we can remove that, and in here we can remove this, and in here we're just going to simply just remove this as well, and we're going to clean that up. We're going to await that thing, and why is it inject the HTTP client? Where are we going to inject here? Inject the HTTP client like that, and using HTTPnet, HTTP. What? Inject HTTP. What? What? No, it doesn't work. Move that. remove this here. So it's working there, but it's not working here. Inject. It's not valid on this declaration type. It is only valid on property. Like this. Damn. Okay, remove this. Does not contain a definition for that. Okay, and we're going to remove that. And here. Okay, so we're going to run this again. Sorry for that delay. Shared. What is this shared here? Yep. Just clean this thing. And what are you complaining about? Come on, I need to eat. Build failed. Come on. Alright, I think that's the last one. Come on, I'm so hungry, I need to eat. Alright, okay. We're back. Where is it? Okay, Jang. Still has errors. Let's do this one here. Refresh. Clean the thing. So what is it that is complaining now? Maybe we can use it try and catch here. Exception. Add that message. So you don't know exception now. Okay. Run this again. Still having error. Objects reference, that's what? think this is because this is a WebAssembly, and we don't know what's the error here. So let's put this one here. And this again. It's been a summer, jing jing. It's burning up in here. Can we try the sample? So instead of list, we're going to use this. Even though you're instead, I'd rather die. I'll be the first one to know if it's not for. What's the error? Ah, shit. Okay, so maybe because of this. I know you're in contact. It's been a summer. I'm burning up in here. Alright, about. And then this one still having error. Maybe remove this one first. Maybe it's trying to render that even if it doesn't have any value. Alright, it's now loading. And yeah, we can't view source. Can we view source here? Employees, yeah. Alright, so yeah. How about here? Yeah, we cannot view source there. Did it generate results? Click this one here and go back here, and then go here. So it's null. So instead of doing that, we will HTTP send should be like a get async, something like this. And then if our status, yep, if our that something like that. Okay. So it doesn't have error now. I think it still does. What is the status? Failed to fetch. Yeah, as mentioned before, I believe this is related to course. So add course. So add course here, and then how do we do this? We're going to like something like option, maybe something like that, and then that add policy here, then policy will be like that, and that, then I forget how to do this. Let me find my Codigos. Yeah, I'm doing it wrong, so it needs to be like this. X is equals to returns set up lambda that add policy, then like that, and then this is going to be a builder here, then builder that allowed origin, allowed header, that allowed any method, yeah, like that. And in our using here app that use course, like that. Okay, so like that, and yep, like this, it will return our string. So hopefully that is the issue why our WebAssembly app is complaining. Alright, return any code. Go here and then here. So I believe we already have a result. Okay, so yeah, it's because of that filthy course issue. So now we'll go to JSON convert dot. Yeah, we already installed Newtonsoft, right? Did we install Newtonsoft already? No, we remove that. So Newtonsoft here. Come on. Come on. Install this. So after installing that, we can add this one and deserialize this into list of string and r dot content dot read string as, and we'll await this one. Employees is equals to, like that. Alright, cool. So we can remove all of this debug, and I'm pretty sure that we nailed it now. Okay, so we're going to run this again. And we have that. And we display this. It's not complaining. And we need to new list of string here so that this will not complain here. The for each var employee and employees, then we're going to display the employee here. Run this again. So we're expecting to have 3 results: Vlad, Mimi, and the JBX itself himself. The JB. Alright, cool. We don't have the result. Oh yeah. Alright, cool. It's now working. So we now have a very long demonstration of a HTTP client request to a backend API with Blazor as the front end. And I believe building Razor is still much faster compared to building in Angular, but I'm still very new to Blazor, so that's the reason why there's a lot of unknown things, like for example using HTTP. So I thought that we're going to create a client library, but yep, we have it here. So that's it for now. In the next video, maybe we can demonstrate CRUD operation on a API backend, and stay tuned. Hopefully you'll subscribe now, because I have 80% visitors that doesn't subscribe. And tell your parents and grandparents and your grandparents-in-law and parents-in-law to subscribe, and like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And yep, that's it. Thanks.